going to do a short 20-30-minute yin session today. So we're going to go ahead with a short warm-up. We're going to start with some neck circles. Slowly rolling side to side, shoulder to shoulder. Trying to be conscious of the breathing. Maybe trying to slow down with the movement, or maybe link the movement to the breath. Maybe start to roll the head back, shoulder to shoulder. You can start to make full circles, rolling from the chest to the shoulder, back, the other shoulder, and back down to the chest. You can start to roll to the other direction, other side. One more here. On the next inhale, we'll just come back to neutral. You can shake the head side to side if that feels good. On the next inhale, we're going to bring arm up overhead. Straightening the spine, pulling shoulders up, pushing hips down into the mat, lengthening as much as possible. And we're going to clasp hands together, just like this. And on the exhale, we'll bring that to the back of the head and push the chin into the chest. Give a few breaths here, feeling this all down the back of the spine. And inhale, we're going to start to look forward. And on the exhale, we'll just lean the head back, chin comes towards the ceiling, head will cradle into the hands. And depending on where you keep the elbows, you'll feel this in different places. The closer together, the more you feel it in the back of the arms. Further away, you'll feel it more in the shoulders, through the chest. One more breath here. And exhale, we'll start to move forward. And you can release the hands. So on the next breath, I'm going to turn around so you can see what we're doing here. You're going to push the hands, you're going to clasp hands together and push down. And start to inhale as you lift the chest up towards the ceiling, pulling the hands down into the mat. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can start to relax the hands. We're going to bring them together on the side. Clasping fingers together as if you're holding your own hands. Bring that around to the side. And the shoulder that's being pulled down, we'll pull the ear away from that shoulder. We're going to take a couple breaths on this side. Feel free to rock the head forward and back if that feels good. Or maybe you want to stay in one place. You take one more breath here. Again, feel free to roll forward or back, whatever feels good. And on the exhale, we'll start to release the arms, bring the head back up. Take a breath here in the middle. Maybe you push back through the hands, lifting the chest one more time. And next breath, we'll bring hands to the other side, clasping together, holding our hands on the side, on the hip. Start to turn the ears away from the shoulder being pulled down. A few more breaths here. Again, you can feel free to roll the neck a little bit back and forth if that feels good. You take one more breath here. Any movements that you need, go ahead. Inhale. And exhale, you can start to release the arms, bring the head back up. We're gonna bring the hands around to the knees. We're gonna lift the chest up tall. And we're gonna lead with the middle of the ribs around in a circle, trying to separate from the hips. I'm going around a hula hoop here. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. One more this direction. And exhale over the other. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, come sit up straight. And we're going to do full circles now. So you're going to lead with the chest. You can use the lower back here. These circles will actually release tension in the lower back. Same breath. We'll start to go the other direction. And we'll start to come back to the middle. We're just going to take a breath here. Now we're going to start to move into butterfly, bringing the bottoms of the feet together. Maybe you rock a little bit from side to side, massaging these muscles out on the floor. Maybe you flap your wings a little bit, helping release tension in the hips. Or if you want, you can always lead with the chest, try to keep the spine as straight as possible and move forward into toes. And if you still want a little bit more than that, you can give a little push on the knees. Trying to open the hips a little bit further. Couple more breaths here. Any movements that feel good, go ahead. And on the next inhale, we'll just come back to neutral. We're going to go with the left foot first. We're going to tuck that under the right leg into the sits bones. And if this is comfortable, you can stay right here. Maybe you give this leg a hug. Maybe you twist, smaller twist here. Or if you'd like, you can bring that right leg over the left for a deeper twist. So left arm come over right leg. Lifting the chest up tall, straightening the spine. Lengthening. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We'll turn back to the middle. Starting to release that leg. We'll go back to butterfly. And if you need to flap your wings or rock a little bit, feel free. And whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the right leg under into the left sits bone. Maybe you rest here, giving that leg a hug. Maybe you give a small twist here. Or if you'd like, you can bring left leg over right knee and right arm will come over for a deeper twist. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, start to release, come back to the middle. And we'll work our way back to butterfly one more time. Any movements you need, rocking back and forth. Flapping wings. Reaching for the toes. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing next. So we're just going to lay back on our backs, keeping the feet together for a bound angle. So just passively letting the hips open. And if this is a lot of pressure right here on the hips, you can always support it with the hands by putting the hands under the thighs, or maybe put a pillow or a blanket under the knees. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to bring the legs up, bring the knees up. Feet are going to come to the mat. Make sure you tuck the hips under so that the lower back is resting on the floor. Palms will come down next to the side, into the mat for support. We're going to bring the hips up. Maybe you rock a bit from side to side. You can rock onto the hands, or if you'd rather hold on to the knees for rocking, that's fine as well. Just massaging the back muscles out on the floor. One more time, I'm going to hug the knees into the chest. And exhale, hands will stay back on the floor for support. We're going to do a couple of knee circles around the hips. Inhaling knees into the chest. Exhaling, pin the knees down, right under the hips, making sure that low back stays on the floor. Next inhale, when you come into the chest, you can start to change direction, a little bit to the other side. And the last breath, we'll keep the knees into the chest one more time. Maybe you stay right here, maybe you rock a little bit from side to side, you can rock over the hands, or you can hold on to the knees. And one more inhale, hug the knees into the chest. And on exhale, you can reach through the knees, grabbing the outsides of the feet. And you can keep the feet together here for an easier modification. Or if you want a little bit more, you can always pick up the legs into happy baby, reaching the knees kind of into your armpits. And again, if that's a bit much, you can always come back down, bring the feet back together. One more breath here, deep inhale. And on the exhale, we'll just release the feet and bring them back to the mat. I'm gonna go with the right leg first this time. We're gonna pick up that leg and cross it over the left thigh, making a figure four. On the inhale, we're gonna pick up that leg. Maybe this is enough, or if you'd like, you can give it a pull, reaching under the left thigh. Make sure you flex this top foot to protect the knee. We're gonna take a few breaths here. Last breath, big inhale. And exhale, you can start to bring that back to the floor, slowly bringing the foot back down, releasing the other leg. And next inhale, the left foot is going to come off the mat over the right thigh. Exhale, and inhale, we're going to bring that foot up. Again, flexing this top foot to protect the knee. Maybe pull that leg in. One more big inhale. And exhale, you can start to bring the feet back to the floor. Start to release that. So we're going to keep the feet about hip width apart. Try to make sure they're even. And we're going to bring the palms back to the floor. Tuck the shoulder blades under you. We're just going to do a little hip bridge. So we're going to inhale as we lift the hips up. Squeezing through the hamstrings and the glutes. Using the low back to support as well. Just hold this for a couple breaths. And if you're doing this at home, you can put some pillows or maybe some blankets under you for supported hip bridge. Last breath here, big inhale. And exhale, we'll come back down. I'm going to do one more of those. And next inhale, we'll lift the hips one more time. Squeezing the muscles together. One more inhale. And exhale. The hardest filter neck. Right. So you untuck the shoulders. Start to bring the lower back to the floor if it's lifted. We're just going to lift the feet up. And you might already be feeling a stretch from here. If not, you can reach up and try to grab the feet. Maybe pull the legs into you. If you have a strap, you can grab onto your feet and pull. We're just gonna let the blood run down our legs. A few breaths here. Maybe point and flex the toes. And stretching out the back of the legs. If you like, you can also prop up against a wall. Just a couple more breaths. One more inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to release one leg at a time. So I'm going to bring the left leg down first. And we're going to hug the right leg into the chest. While we're breathing, inhale, hugging it in. And on the exhale, we're going to send that right leg over the left side of the body for a twist. Maybe the right arm goes out behind you and you look over the fingertips. One more breath here. Big inhale. Exhale. And next inhale, start to roll back to the middle, bringing that knee in. And exhale, we're going to bring that leg down. And now start to bring the left leg into the chest. Get a big hug. And exhale, left leg is going to go over the right side of the body. Maybe the left arm comes out to the side and look over the fingertips, deepening that stretch, deepening that twist. One more breath here. Exhale. And next inhale, we're going to roll back to the middle, bring that leg back in. And exhale, you can drop that leg to the floor. Start to find a comfortable laying position right here on the mat. Maybe the feet fall out to the side. Arms will come out to the side of you, palms facing upward. Trying to relax each muscle in the floor as much as you can. It's a good time to maybe focus on the breath. You can focus on the in and the out of the breath. Maybe you focus on the sensation, the way the breath feels coming in your nose, or in your belly. Or maybe you take this time to do a bit of a body scan, start at the top of your head and just noticing each sensation in your body, maybe what feels good or what doesn't. And trying to relax each muscle, making sure to unclench the jaw, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, then the shoulders fall into the mat. Just paying special attention to areas where you hold a lot of pressure. the mind has started to wander, and start to bring it back. We'll start to bring small motions back to the body, maybe wiggling the fingers or the toes to start. Then you start to pick up the arms and all the wrists. Then you start to rock the feet back and forth. Whenever you're ready, you can start to stretch overhead for a good morning stretch. Just waking the body back up. And pull down to the sides. And the arms back down. Then you start to pick up each leg, maybe on the ankles. Start to bring the feet back to the mat. And next breath, we can inhale, start to bring the knees back into the chest one last time. You rock a bit from side to side. Last time, massaging those muscles out on the floor. Just give them a hug and hold here. Whenever you're ready, you can pick one side to roll to. You can use the arm as a pillow here, or if you have a pillow handy, you can put that on your head. You're gonna hug the knees into the chest one last time. Give yourself a hug and a big thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up today. We're gonna take one more breath together. We're gonna take one more big inhale in through the nose. Fill in the belly as much as you can. And a big exhale, sigh through the mouth. And you're free to welcome, or you're free to rest here as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can put a hand on the ground and perch up to finish. So that's all I have for you kids today. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you guys 2 weeks from now.